Hi Broncos, I'm Tommy DeYoung reporting for YBOT, and tonight we have with us Carly Baldwin and Jeannie Elam, who are of Drive Safe Kalamazoo, and tonight they're going to talk to us about the 1-year anniversary of the Uber incident involving Jason Dalton.
Yeah, so our first volunteer called us. I think they just got done with the ride, and they were going down Stadium, and they called us. They were like, hey, there's like a lot of cops flying down Stadium Drive.
This was shortly after the the first shooting was at like Cracker Barrel or something, and so then the shooter came to more like around campus area, and so that's when we found out.
We had some people who came in and they were like crying, bawling eyes, like they had
Calling their parents.
Yeah, calling their parents, calling their moms and dads, making sure that they were safe. Which some of those people I had to reinforce that idea of like, make sure your parents know you're safe and you're good, because sometimes we do have parents who are like, they'll call our like phones and they'll leave messages. Why is my daughter like volunteering for your organization? Like that sounds so unsafe, and we're like, what?
They're just strangers,
right? So we had already had a girl who had seen the body bags like being like pulled away,
and
so
she's like
she's
crying,
like already
she's
crying.
Like, I think I just saw someone like get shot and taken away.
So we try to do everything that we can to make sure our volunteers are safe. So once they were inside, all of our doors are locked. So we operate from the Student Organization Center, so nobody could get in. And so we made sure that they were all inside. We told them to leave the stuff out in the cars, like whatever. Don't worry about it. So it's, do we continue being that safety service for those students who are still stuck outside and don't have anywhere to go? Do we finish out these rides? What can we do to make sure we get everyone safe? So talking to our risk management director, we both were at that kind of like point of like, well, I think we should probably call in our volunteers. He suggested that we finish out the queue and tell those people and then stop taking rides. By that time I think we had already decided that we were not taking any more calls.
Yeah.
But then her mom had told her.
Yeah, I think my mom called me actually and was like, the shooter is like approaching people at their car window, and that's how we operate.
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, we'll just be done.
Yeah. After a couple hours, we just kind of sat there and like talked it out with students, and like they were like freaking out. Some students were like fine, completely fine. And then there was the other half that were like had a complete meltdown of what they had seen. Were really worried and torn up about their safety. So that was kind of the cue for me. It was like, bring them in.
For me, the whole like shooting, it's not like, yeah, shootings happen, but this was close to us, and this like involved our volunteers, and this involved our students at Western. And like I know people were upset because we weren't like Western didn't say anything, but also it didn't happen on Western's campus,
right?
And it happened so fast, really, that like my mom's texting me constantly, and that would have been ridiculous for Western to do anything like that.
So we're thinking about like moving forward with like a relationship with the department to make sure like stuff like this, like especially when we have volunteers out on the weekend doing stuff like this, we don't want bad stuff to happen to them. I mean, it wasn't all bad, but it was.
Our volunteers were great. I think they all handled it very well, like as best as they could. Some
of them still return to volunteer, so that's nice. We
right.
still, actually, I think most of them
yeah.
actually do, besides a couple. But yeah.
What an emotionally gripping story involving the Uber shooting. For more information, visit westernherald.com. I'm Tommy DeYoung, reporting for YBOT.